On May 16, 2167, demons laid siege to the final human stronghold. Humanity fell on this day. After the demons had taken everyone out, we see the injured body of the last human on a wall. The young man was breathing heavily. His body was covered with blood. This man is Si-chun. He is an SSS rank lightning assassin. Si-chun wore a necklace that had the sign of infinity. 7 years ago, several demon kings suddenly descended upon Earth. They led the demon forces and used them to annihilate humanity with an oppressive might. While Si-chun was breathing heavily, a demon king whose name is Lan Yu walked towards him. The demon king asked Si-chun if he is really humanity's last hope. He told him that his entire race is filled with nothing more than worthless trash. Lan Yu told Si-chun that it is now time for him to absorb every drop of his remaining life essence. As he spoke, his hand slowly widened and split apart. It was as if it had a mind of its own. The demon king raised his hand and asked Si-chun to become his food and transform into his strength. Immediately he did this. He began to drain Si-chun's energy. He took in his energy through his hand. Si-chun could barely move. He couldn't believe that the demons took away his little sister, his comrades, and his master. They took everyone he held dear. Si-chun grit his teeth out of anger. He decided to take the demons down with him for the sake of his people. He activated his ultimate skill. The skill is known as Terminus Light. His body released a ridiculous amount of golden lightning. His body looked like pure light. Lan Yu was shocked to see this. He noticed that he couldn't move. He didn't understand what was happening. Before his body could explode, Si-chun remembered his little sister, his master, and his mom and dad. He hoped to see all of them soon. As he slowly closed his eyes, Si-chun told himself that everything would have been different if he was just a little stronger. The moment he closed his eyes, his body exploded. Lan Yu couldn't accept what was happening. He told Si-chun that he is from an inferior race. He couldn't believe that our boy defeated him. As his energy slowly wiped out everything around him, Si-chun wondered about how things would have been different if he could go back in time before the monster dungeon was discovered. He wondered about what would have happened if he could have stopped the first demon king from appearing. He knew that he wouldn't have lost so easily if he could change these things. The moment he thought about this, his necklace shattered. The scene shifts, and we see a younger Si-chun open his eyes in a room. He was shocked to see that he wasn't dead. He looked around the room and wondered about where he was. When he looked outside the window, he saw several students chatting outside. Si-chun couldn't believe his eyes. He was certain that the world was already destroyed. He wondered about where these people came from. It took our boy a while to accept that this was real. He realized that he had returned 10 years to the past. He was back to his university days. While he was looking at a mirror, a status window appeared next to him. It informed him that the fusion of the power of gluttony is complete. After calming down, Si-chun looked at his phone to confirm the date again. He realized that he had 3 years before the first demon king appeared. 3 years from now, the first demon king, whose name is Wrath, will appear. He is the one who opened the gates of hell. Thanks to him, the rest of the demon kings began to appear in the human world one by one. This was the beginning of the end. It was the time where our boy began to lose everything. Now that he had returned, Si-chun planned to stop Wrath and prevent the gates of hell from opening. He was certain that this was his chance to change everything. He turned to his status window and wondered about what it meant. The words had been floating in front of him since he opened his eyes, but Si-chun didn't understand what they meant. When Si-chun tried to touch the status window, it changed and showed him another thing. Si-chun didn't really understand the words in front of him. They looked like video game stats to him. He wondered if the current stats are his own. The system told him that he is at level 1. His strength, stamina, and element are at 100 points. His speed, luck, and mental are also at 100 points. Si-chun had never seen something like this. In the past, he always fought using his awakened powers. In this world, people can awaken different powers that belong to different classes. They could be star mages, flame warriors, cloud chanters, flame mages, star shooters, lightning chanters, lightning assassins, flower warriors, and flower chanters. Only 1 in 10,000 people can awaken their powers. The school Si-chun is in currently only admits students with the potential to awaken. It is known as the National University for Awakened Powers. Unfortunately, Si-chun was never able to awaken while he was still attending the school in his previous life. For 4 whole years, He was at the very bottom of the school's food chain. Si-chun realized that this must be the reason why he woke up in a hospital room. While he was thinking, the system showed him another status window. It gave him a detailed explanation of his class. It showed him the strength, stamina, element, speed, and luck of his class. As a lightning assassin, Si-chun was able to use Godspeed and Electroblade. When he uses Godspeed, an electric current surges through his body and temporarily boosts his speed by tenfold. Electroblade allows him to condense electricity into a blade. He can inflict paralysis if he strikes an opponent's vital spot. Si-chun recalled that he was a lightning assassin in his past life. He could faintly sense a power flowing through him. He wondered if he inherited his powers from his last life. He couldn't believe that he awakened early in this life. He closed his eyes and released some energy from his hand. Before he could do anything else, someone knocked on his door and entered his room. The person turned out to be a young boy named Ma Long. The boy is an E-rank flower chanter. Ma Long was surprised to see that Si-chun was awake. He asked him if he is okay. Our boy turned to his status window and said that he is fine. He realized that other people can't see the screen. Ma Long carefully looked around his body. He was surprised to see that Si-chun's injuries were gone. He was certain that Si-chun was beaten to a pulp yesterday. He wondered about how our boy was able to recover faster than him who was awakened. Ma Long is Si-chun's college roommate. Even though he awakened while in school, he was still at the bottom of the school's ladder. In Si-chun's last life, the boy got murdered on the third day of the Demon King's rampage. Si-chun couldn't believe that his roommate was actually standing right in front of him. It wasn't until this moment that our boy felt like he had finally returned. Ma Long hit Si-chun's shoulders and said that tomorrow is the ranking test. He told our boy that they have to start preparing since he is already feeling better. He told him that this is very important for his graduation, even though he hasn't awakened. He pushed Si-chun out of the room. As they walked through the campus, our boy looked around. He said that it has been a long time since he saw so many living people. Ma Long was shocked to hear this. He didn't understand why his friend was spouting nonsense. He told him that they need to walk around the track. Si-chun ignored him and thought about how he already lost everything once. He knew that the same hopeless future will repeat itself if he doesn't do anything. He knew that he had to come up with a plan quickly and increase his rank as soon as possible. In this era, there is only one way for an awakened to rank up. They need to kill monsters in a dungeon. However, almost all dungeons are monopolized by major guilds. Anyone not in a guild has basically no chance of increasing their rank. Si-chun wondered about how his current stats compare to those of other awakened people and monsters. In order to differentiate the varying power levels, the government established a ranking system for awakened individuals and monsters. The ranks are in order of strength. S rank is the highest. The next is A rank. The next is B rank. After that, C rank is next. The next is D rank, and the last is E rank. Most students at school remain at E rank their entire lives. Only a select few talented students, or those with guild connections, rank up to D rank. Si-chun could roughly guess his current rank with his past experience. He wondered about the grade he will be given if he were to be evaluated. He knew that his grade will definitely be better than Ma Long's own. The moment he thought of this, a ball hit Ma Long in the head with a large amount of force. The boy fell to the ground. A young man with a buzz cut told Si-chun and Ma Long that they recovered quickly. Ma Long became scared when he saw the boy. He couldn't believe that they ran into him again. The huge student told his friend that he was correct when he said that Si-chun and Ma Long could take a beating. He asked the boys if they didn't know that he plays basketball there. He asked them about why they didn't bring 2 cases of drinks. Ma Long got up and apologized to him. He said that he will go buy the drinks right now. Si-chun asked his roommate about why he is apologizing. He told him that the other guys are the ones at fault. Our boy quickly remembered the idiot in front of him. Some of his old memories were coming back. He remembered how this guy and his friends would shove his head into a zinc after filling it with water. Ma Long begged them to stop. The huge guy turned to him and asked him to give him a reason why he should stop. He said that he is just helping Si-chun. He pushed our boy's head deeper into the water and said that he is giving him a little nudge because he hasn't awakened yet. The idiot and his friends laughed out loud. He only let Si-chun go after he passed out. The boys decided to leave because they were now bored. Ma Long ran to our boy and asked him if he is alright. Si-chun gathered his strength and asked his friend about why these guys won't just leave them alone. The huge guy stopped moving when he heard our boy talk. He turned to his friends and told them that they need to keep playing with Si-chun. Our boy knew that pure evil didn't just exist in the demon realm. It also existed in the human world. The huge guy was surprised to hear what Si-chun said. Ma Long nervously asked his friend about what he is doing. The huge guy, whose name is Gong Chung, stood up and activated his ability. His friends also joined him. Gong Chung is an E-rank flower warrior. He hardened his arms. The only reason Gong Chung is able to bully the weak is because his older brother is the strongest student and also the student council president. Gong Chung's power is actually quite mediocre. Everyone began to laugh when they realized that Gong Chung was about to beat Si-chun up again. They recalled that Gong Chung beat the boys up and sent them to the hospital before. Someone said that one student is the weakest awakened person and the other person hasn't even awakened. He described the boys as the two most useless students in the school. Gong Chung moved close to our boy and asked him about what he just said. Si-chun asked the idiot to leave them alone from now on. Gong Chung raised his hand and told our boy that he needs to be taught another lesson. He thrust his hand at Si-chun. Our boy easily blocked his attack. The idiot got pushed back. The other students were shocked to see this. They couldn't believe that he blocked Si-chun's attack. They were certain that Si-chun hadn't awakened yet. Gong Chung was annoyed to see that a weakling like Si-chun blocked his attack. He asked him if he seriously wants to challenge him. Si-chun released his lightning and activated his class change. He said that this is the perfect time to test himself. He changed his class into Lightning Assassin and released more lightning from his hand. His strength went up to 200 and his speed went up to 300. Ma Long was shocked to see Si-chun using lightning. He asked him about when he awakened. Si-chun ignored him and asked Gong Chung to come at him. Gong Chung completely hardened his arms with a technique known as Immortal Demon Armor. He asked Si-chun if he has forgotten the taste of his killer jab. He charged at our boy. Before he could reach him, Si-chun appeared in front of him and gave him a punch in his face. The attack sent him flying. He slammed his body on the ground. The other students couldn't believe their eyes. They couldn't believe that he sent Gong Chung flying with one punch. Ma Long was also shocked to see what happened. The other students wondered if they were really looking at Si-chun. Gong Chung slowly got up. He called our boy a bastard. He said that he landed a sneak attack on him. He turned to his guys and asked them about why they are just standing there. His friends were frozen in shock. They knew that they would die if they charged at Si-chun. Gong Chung gathered his strength and charged at our boy. He told him that he will kill him. Si-chun grabbed his wrist before he could touch him. He broke the idiot's wrist. The idiot screamed out in pain. Si-chun clenched his fist and gathered his energy in it. He told Gong Chung that he is so weak. Immediately he said this. He landed several blows on Gong Chung. He ruined his body and sent him flying. Gong Chung slammed his back on a wall and lost consciousness. His friends quickly ran away. Ma Long fell to his knees. He wondered about when Si-chun got this strong. Our boy turned to his status window. He could now come up with a few rough conclusions. The first was that he could switch to the Lightning Assassin class whenever he wanted. The second was that even though the system says that he is just at level 1, he is still strong enough to handle the lowest level awakener. He already expected this. He knew that he was stronger than an E-rank awakener, but his exact rank was still a mystery. There's still something else that bothered him. Although he defeated Gong Chung, his stats didn't change at all. Si-chun created an electro blade in his hand. Everyone was shocked to see this. Ma Long asked our boy about what he is doing. Si-chun moved close to Gong Chung and placed his blade at his neck. The boy became scared. Si-chun wondered if he could gain experience the same way as before. Before Si-chun could do anything, a girl stepped forward and reminded him that this is a school. She agreed that Gong Chung created this mess. She asked Si-chun if he hasn't done enough. This girl is the vice president of the student council. Her name is Lingyu. With a smile on her face, Lingyu assured Si-chun that Gong Chung won't try to mess with him and Ma Long again. Si-chun decided to let him go. He wondered why a student council member was so eager to defend Gong Chung. He didn't plan on doing anything to him. He knew that if he didn't seriously intimidate a guy like this, he will keep bothering them in the future. As he walked forward, the other students cleared a path for him. None of them wanted to clash with him. Gong Cheng's friends watched our boy from the side. One of them said that Si-chun looked scary as hell. He suggested that they don't mess with him again in the future. The boys wondered if Si-chun and Ma Long were really the weakest student in the school. Lingyu couldn't believe that they were really the weakest losers in the school. The scene shifts, and we are taken to the male dormitory. We see Ma Long trying to convince his roommates that Si Chun has awakened. He said that our boy is a super overpowered lightning assassin. He told the guys that Si Chun pinned Gong Chung to the ground and beat the crap out of him. He said that the other students won't even look them in the eye. An E-rank flame mage called Xiangzhua cleaned his ears and asked Ma Long about where Si Chun is now. Ma Long told him that our boy said that he was going for a run. Xiangzhua moved close to him and hit his head. He asked him about why Si Chun would bother working out if he is already so strong. He asked him if awakened individuals need to work out. He told the boy that he is not making sense. An E-rank flower chanter called Xiang Yu said that Ma Long must have really taken a beating to his head. Xiangzhua told Ma Long that there is a reason the four of them got assigned to the same dorm room. He told the boy that they all had the worst test scores in the entire grade. He gathered his energy in his hand and said that he is the top dog in the room since he is the fourth from the last. He told Ma Long that each person can only awaken one class in their lifetime. He reminded him that him and Xiang Yu are support chanters. He said that he is the only combat class in the room. He told Ma Long that this is a cold, hard, and unchangeable fact. He tried to flex his muscles and said that there is no way a pathetic loser like Si Chun could ever awaken as a lightning assassin. He said that he can feel himself getting stronger by the day. He told Ma Long that he might even have a shot at making it into one of the elite clubs. Xiang Yu told the boy that tomorrow is the final rank evaluation before their graduation exams. He said that everything will be clear when this happens. The scene shifts, and we are taken to an E-rank training den. We see some warriors standing outside the dungeon. A young man and the vice president of the student council stepped out of the dungeon together. The young man's clothes were covered in blood. This person is Gong Ting. He is the president of the student council. Gong Ting told the warriors that they have trained enough today. The men bowed their heads to him. When Gong Ting turned to the side, he saw his brother. He asked him if he is still waiting there. With a look of anger on his face, Gong Chung told his brother that he won't be able to sleep if he doesn't do something about this. He said that Si Chun must not have respect for him if he is willing to humiliate his brother in front of everyone. Gong Ting told him that he knows. He said that he will take care of things. The scene shifts, and we see Gong Ting eating with the vice president. Ling Yu asked him about how he is going to take care of things. Gong Ting told her that his brother was simply outmatched. He said that there is nothing more to it. He asked her if Si Chun is really as strong as his brother claims. Ling Yu said that she already knows that he is well aware of the ranks and abilities of everyone in the school. She said that there are fewer than 10 D-rank students in the school, and he has already recruited every single one of them. She told Gong Ting that ordinary students don't have the same opportunities to enter dungeons like him. She told him that the mediocre awakeners have no way of getting stronger. She assured him that no one in the school can keep up with him. The scene shifts, and we see Si Chun running under the rain. He was carrying 100 kilograms load, and he was running 20 kilometers. Basically, training is the key to building a solid physical foundation. An awakener's potential is directly linked to their physical strength. Only a powerful body can withstand and unleash the true limits of a class's power. However, even this training was nowhere near enough for Si Chun. In the year 2160, Wrath emerged from a monster dungeon and descended upon the world. He slaughtered countless humans. Si Chun's little sister, who is his only family, died at the hands of Wrath. Wrath was also responsible for opening the gates of hell and allowing the other demon kings to invade the human world. Due to this, our boy's first objective is to slay Wrath. Wrath was the catalyst for the end of the world, and Si Chun only had 3 years to grow stronger before his descent. He knew that the Demon King would be getting stronger even at this moment. Si Chun wanted to get stronger faster than Wrath. Immediately he thought of this. His phone rang. He saw that it was a call from Si Yun, his sister. Si Chun answered the call with his earpods. His little sister asked him about why he called her so many times today. She explained to him that she was at a competition today and her phone died. She told him that she just got back to the dorm and plugged her phone in. She revealed to her brother that they will finally be able to pay the back rent if she wins the competition. As Si Chun heard her speak, he thought about the countless times he wished that he could start over again in the ruined future. He wanted to start over again even if it would cost him everything. He was willing to descend into an endless hell to get this chance. Si Yun asked her brother if it is raining at his school. She asked him about why he isn't saying anything. Si Chun smiled.